School dean turned dealer faces 20 years for maiming student in this May 30, 2018, photo. Sean Harrison reacts as attorneys give closing arguments in Suffolk Superior Court in the jury trial of him in Boston. Harrison, the former dean at a Boston high school who was known as an anti-violence advocate, has been convicted of shooting and nearly killing a 17-year-old student. Pat Greenhouse, the Boston Globe via AP. Boston, AP, a former high school dean and anti-violence advocate nicknamed Rev for his pastor-like influence faces up to 20 years in prison for shooting and nearly killing a student he had recruited to sell marijuana for him. Sean Harrison, 58, was set to be sentenced on Friday, a day after a Suffolk Superior Court jury convicted him of armed assault with intent to murder and other charges. Sean Harrison was really a fraud, he was living a lie, and it was clearly exposed in this case, District Attorney Dan Conley said Thursday. Not only was he not a man of God or a role model for young people, he manipulated them in a way that was terribly offensive. Harrison, who had worked as a dean at Boston English High School for 5 years, recruited 17-year-old Luis Rodriguez to sell marijuana for him at the school and shot him on March 3, 2015, because he believed the student was not generating enough sales and withholding money. Rodriguez, now 20, testified that he came from a dysfunctional family and trusted Harrison, who students nicknamed Rev. He was my counselor. I went to him for everything, Rodriguez said during the 2-week trial. On the day of the shooting, the pair arranged to meet at a gas station where Harrison was supposed to hand over some drugs. Harrison shot the student in the back of the head and fled on foot, prosecutors said. The bullet entered Rodriguez's head just under his right ear. It just missed his carotid artery, broke his jawbone and caused nerve damage and hearing loss. Rodriguez said he was saved by occupants of a passing car, who called 911. Bruce Carroll, Harrison's attorney, asked why Rodriguez did not immediately identify his client as the shooter even though he was conscious and alert. Rodriguez had told hospital staff he was shot by one of his marijuana customers during a botched drug deal, Carroll said. It took me a while to get all my thoughts back together after being shot in the head, sir, Rodriguez said during cross-examination. I was in such denial. I knew who did it. Of course I knew who did it. Copyright 2018 The Associated Press. All rights reserved. This material may not be published, broadcast, written or redistributed.